This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
I'm your host, Mike Flood, and thank you so much for joining us for Nebraska's Variety Show. This is Quarantine Tonight. We come to you live from our undisclosed location somewhere north of the Platte River and east of Highway 281. You figure out where we're at. Well, what's interesting about that is actually the very good people that own this undisclosed location, where wedding receptions happen, where celebrations happen, where events happen throughout the year. I met with them tonight. By the way, they've been extremely gracious to us during this period of coronavirus to let us kind of literally take over the entire undisclosed location. Tonight I found out they have a wedding here at the end of the month. So we really have to make some decisions on the future of this program because we don't want to get in the bride's way, right? We are so appreciative that you joined us. We want to thank the University of Nebraska Medical Center for being our title sponsor, for making programs like this happen each and every night. We're so fortunate to have the talent that we've enjoyed here through this entire coronavirus crisis. There's no crisis on this show. There's no politics on this show. It's just relaxing music from people all over the Cornhusker State sharing their talents with us. Tonight, we're very fortunate. It's our first hospital chaplain on our program here at News Channel Nebraska. We're very fortunate to have Chaplain Jim Wanacott here. He's at Faith Regional Health Services, which is a 160-plus bed hospital facility with a skilled care facility and so much more located in Norfolk, Nebraska. Chaplain, would you please join us tonight for our prayer? And first and foremost, on behalf of all of our viewers, thank you to you and the frontline workers in healthcare all over the state of Nebraska. Never before have we ever thought of hospitals as important as they are just fighting a virus like this. Welcome to Quarantine Tonight.
Thank you very much.
Now that microphone is kind of sketchy, so you got to get right up on top of it there. There you go.
Okay.
Tell me, just because I'm interested, as a chaplain at a hospital, what's it like to have a coronavirus, a patient there that can't see or, touch their family member due to the virus and the restrictions for their health and safety? What's that like for you and for your team as a chaplain?
Well, that's really quite a challenge, and it's kind of heart-rending as well for us. And we have been able to make some improvisations to be able to connect people with their families, even those that might test positive for the coronavirus. So
that's got to be heart-wrenching just to see them go through that, talk to the family on the other side. Talk about what the power of prayer is for people that find themselves in the hospital, whether it's with COVID or something totally unrelated. What's it like for them to be inside the hospital, and what do you say?
Well, there are different patients for whom prayer becomes just really important, even without a pandemic like we're experiencing now. But now especially, it seems like it's real important for them to be able to know that they can connect with a loving being that hears their prayers, responds to them, and helps to take the edge off of the isolation that they might be experiencing. And
there's so much power, if you think about it, in the human touch. There's only so much you can do on Zoom. There's so much you can do on Facebook. Yeah. There's so much you can do on all those video conferencing platforms. But the power of human touch, and as I understand it, you put all that regalia on. I call it regalia. You call it personal protective equipment. You put all that on, you almost look like you're an astronaut. Yeah. You're going in there to see a patient. Yeah. What's the look on their face when you walk in? It's probably like, whoa.
Well, the first time I ever had to do that, like maybe 15 years ago, that was probably really awkward for myself to feel like I was coming in like some sort of alien.
Right.
But, actually, when people are feeling isolated anybody coming in is a really big gift for them, and they really appreciate that. So that doesn't seem to interfere at all. And what we discover is any type of communication where people feel like they're heard, that goes just a really long ways in terms of, being there for them. So.
Well, you are literally on the front lines at Faith Regional Health Services, and there are no doubt chaplains in hospital facilities all over this country, all over this state, that are going in and doing the same thing side by side our medical personnel. So on everyone's behalf, especially the family members of those folks that are getting great care, thank you very much for what you do, and we'd love to have you pray for us tonight.
Well, and I'd like to just say, too, I really appreciate this opportunity and what this creative idea that you had, or I don't know how many people might have been involved in coming up with this, but I just think it's really wonderful to connect with people that are feeling cut off and have opportunity to do something that's fun and uplifting with all the rest going on at this time. But
you compare the stuff that goes on in the hospital to the stuff that goes on here?
Pardon me?
If you compare what you guys do in the hospital to what we do in here, it's two separate roads.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Mistakes are welcome here. All right. Thank you.
I invite you to join me in prayer. Dear loving God, we thank you that your creative fidelity continues to keep us together within your good order. We thank you for this opportunity to connect with people through technology, those that might be feeling isolated. We pray that this would be a comfort to those that feel far off at this time. And we also thank you for this evening to be able to listen to live music and to be merry in that. And we ask that you would therefore be with us tonight, bless us, refresh us, and renew us as we enjoy the music and as we enjoy all your good gifts in Christ Jesus. Amen.
Thank you very much. That's Chaplain Jim Wanacott, Faith Regional Health Services in Norfolk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat tonight. Come on back here. We've got this group out of Fremont, Nebraska. Look what the cat drug in. We've got a group that our viewers have said they want to see more of, and that is the Happy Players, the 18 and 19-year-olds that are probably the state's youngest organized polka band, and we've got them back tonight, and we're going to enjoy this. If you're not familiar with the Happy Players, Jameson is here. Jameson, do a quick round of introductions. We know you got your brother Jackson back there, but
yeah, and so then on tuba we have Luke Eisenminger, and on drums and vocals is Turner Blick.
And we're going to be unpacking this entire thing here because I've gotten to know a few of these guys here, and we're going to have to deal with a few issues that we wanted to bring up from last time. So now, Jameson, tell me about tonight. You guys have been practicing. Are you guys ready to go? Is this a big? Tell me what's new tonight.
Yeah, so we just had a practice last night, and we've got about 6 or 8 new songs that we've added in through the sets, and yeah, we're just going to send it.
Just so you know, this guy here collects accordions. I'm not kidding you. You cannot make this up. How many do you have now? 10?
Like 10.
And he got his dad in the car last Saturday, and they went all the way to Cedar Rapids, Iowa to get 2 of them fixed, right?
We got 3 of them fixed.
Oh, my God. What are you doing to break these things?
Just sending it, brother.
You're just sending it, brother. All right. Thank you for this. This is what I need tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from Fremont, Nebraska, 18 and 19 collectively here. That's how young they are. They are a great group, and they are going to deliver polka tonight on News Channel Nebraska.
All right, hello everybody. We are the Happy Players, and we're very happy to be here right now. We're going to start with a military medley because, as you know, Memorial Day was just this weekend, so we hope you enjoy. Thank you. That was our short military medley. And all right, now we're going to do the beer barrel polka. Who's ready to polka? Thank you. That was the Beer Barrel Polka. And up next, we will be doing the Polka Medley. Of money. Her name is Julita. She is my sweetheart. When it comes to company, she's the one for me. Thank you. That was the Polka Medley. And up next, we will be doing the Prague Polka, which features Jackson Bretman on the trumpet. Thank you. That was the Prague Polka featuring Jackson Bretman on the trumpet.
All right, the next song we're going to do is the Blue Skirt Waltz. I'm going to try my best to sing on this song, and yeah, so we're going to slow it down with a waltz, the Blue Skirt Waltz. And we're going to take a little bit of time to change from accordion to trombone. Good. I wandered alone one night till I heard an orchestra play. We danced where lights were bright and people were carefree and gay. You were the beautiful lady in blue. I was in heaven just waltzing with you. Filled me with strange delight, then softly you stole away. I dream of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in a world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were the skies and blue were your eyes, just like that blue skirt you wore. Come back, blue lady, come back. Don't be blue anymore.
Thank you. That was the Blue Skirt Waltz featuring Turner on vocals.
The next song we'll be doing is the Liechtensteiner polka. Oh yeah, this is one of the new songs we prepared yesterday for this. Hope you guys enjoy.
And also, then if some reason we fall flat on our face, you understand why.
Both ways, yeah. But then if we do really good, then it's even better because it's fresh.
Yeah, see, that's the goal. That's one of the main things in life. Just lower your expectations so low that when
And
you
if we do good,
yeah, right. Thank you, Turner.
okay, we're not bad though. Don't.
No.
Okay, average. Here we go.
Wow, now that
Thank
is
you.
some good polka. Well, I'd say that song went pretty good for you for having just learned it. I think you did just fine.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, you're watching the Happy Players here on News Channel Nebraska. This is the second appearance for this Fremont-based group. And when we last left this show, Turner over there on drums was trying to make a decision between UNL in Lincoln and UCLA in Los Angeles. And I asked a question. I said, so do you have a girlfriend? And he said he did. And tell everybody which of the two schools you picked.
I did pick UNL.
Oh,
Nebraska. Yeah.
there we go. Now, when you were weighing UNL and UCLA, the fact that your girlfriend was in Nebraska, how much weight did that put on the scale?
Well, obviously it put weight, but I don't want to say
I-
the whole reason I'm going to UNL is for
yeah.
a girlfriend. But she was definitely a part, and
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
Did I not call that, or did I not call that? I totally knew what was going to happen there. Am I right, gentlemen? All right.
There are
this-
other factors to be considered, like
Yes, yes.
cost and
Oh, I know.
stuff.
And UNL's a great school.
and the
Yeah.
band. You know,
That's right. So when there's 20 inches on the ground next February, I just want you to remember everything. I'm just giving you a hard time. We're so glad you picked UNL, and you will do great there. What are you going to major in again?
math and German.
Oh,
yes.
you picked two of the hardest subjects you could possibly get
No,
into.
not
Oh, and stand up for a second. We got to show off your shirt there.
yeah.
Mr. Seger was asking about that.
Little
Drink a Bulacek. Is that from Prague, Nebraska?
Corner, yeah.
Oh, I know the folks in Prague.
Really good restaurant bar.
And show the back of your vest there. It's really nice, embroidered and everything.
This went from polka to talking about Turner's personal life and.
Yeah, well, we had to unpack this a little bit. Look at that. Now, who made this? Look, can we show people the back of his vest there? You might have to come down into the. Okay, yeah. We can turn around. We got to show off the back of this. Now, who made these vests for you?
So when we went to Texas the first time, we were just hanging out in the dance hall, dancing to polka, and this woman stops us and said, "Are you the drummer in the young polka band?" And I was like, "Yes." She said, "Well, I make Czech polka vests and."
Of course, you want
like
one. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was like, "Of course, yeah." So she measured me in the hall that night, and she was based in Texas. So like once we left.
Yeah.
She shipped it to Fremont, but yeah.
You got to turn around and say, show this off. Look at that. You don't just get that anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get a close-up on that over there. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. You all got one?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's...
then I wore it a while, and I was cool because I was the only one.
I think you've grown like 3 inches since you were here a month ago. Is that
No,
me,
I
or
just
am I
always
the
sit
only one
down.
that thinks that? Chad Barnhill says that too. I tell you what, we're going to have fun with all these guys in the band here in just a moment. This is a great group of young people that are doing great things in music, and you guys better plan on getting married quick, because if you drive through Clarkson, they'll just marry you right up over there. They're going to like this. All right, we'll be right back with more. We'll check the mailbag, and we'll be back to the Happy Players right after this on News Channel Nebraska. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I'm your host, Mike Flood, and tonight we were very fortunate to have the youngest organized polka band in Nebraska, and they're not the newest either. They've been around for 6 years. The Happy Players from Fremont are entertaining us until 10 o'clock tonight, and they're one of the reasons they're here. Probably we got so many nice letters from people like you saying, please bring these guys back, and your letters matter. In fact, that's probably the number one thing I enjoy the most out of this, is hearing from people all over the state. Hopefully we can brighten your day. Let's get right to Mike's mailbag and find out who sent what and where it is. Let's there's the truck. It's going somewhere. Let's read these letters here. This is from Ray and Marilyn from Pierce. I just wanted to tell you how much my wife and I enjoy the music on Quarantine Tonight. We like the polka best. We've been dancing to polka music for over 60 years. Angie Creech, Leo Lonnie, Linda Vorick, Bert Heidhold, we hope you keep this program going. Thank you, Ray and Marilyn, for that nice note. We appreciate it. From Brunswick, Pat and Holly, thanks for providing an escape in this surreal time of our lives. Quarantine Tonight has been a joy. Please extend our gratitude to all who participated. We certainly will. Thank you from writing from Brunswick and from Fullerton. I have really appreciated, this is according to Gary and Connie Losky, Quarantine Tonight. The music has been very good. I could shut the TV off most of the time. My husband has to have it on, so with your show, we're both happy. Thank you so much. Well, marital bliss, boys. That's what we specialize in here at News Channel Nebraska, and tonight you're helping couples that oftentimes probably are in different rooms watching different programs. I mean, what I watch and what my wife watches, I cannot handle House Hunters. So
Okay.
she can't handle anything that I watch except News Channel Nebraska. So with you on, she's watching at home. I know that. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, the Happy Players, Polka on News Channel Nebraska. Take it over.
All right, so the first song we're going to do is Just Because.
Because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got. You caused me to spend all my money, you left and called me old Santa Claus. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm leaving you because, just because.
Thank you. That was Just Because.
And this next song we're going to do is the Russian Players, and it's a Russian-sounding song that I wrote for this band. So hope you guys enjoy. And once again, we call it the Russian Players. Number 2, here we go.
Thank you. That was the Russian Players. And up next, we will be doing the 7-step polka. Thank you. That was the 7-step polka. And up next is another one of our new songs, the Prune Song Waltz. And fun fact for everybody watching, for those of you who remember the Bohemian Cafe in Omaha, Nebraska, the trio section of this song is what they used for their jingle that you heard on the radio. So we hope you enjoy. Thank you. That was the Prune Song Waltz.
This next song we're going to do is I Like to Dance, or there's a Czech name for it, but I can't think of it. We learned this song to prepare for our second trip to Ennis, Texas for the National Polka Festival. We were fortunate enough to be invited twice, and it was a great trip both times. But the second time, we wanted to be a little bit more prepared because the first time it was like, oh, we don't have any songs. So the second time, we got some new songs, like Seven Step was one that you guys have heard, but we have more coming. But I Like to Dance was another one. And this song features myself singing a little bit of Czech. I'm not fluent in Czech, nor understand any Czech except for like one or two words. But I really do enjoy singing it. And Steve Steger, Kolac's Corner, taught me how to pronounce it, and it's just a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Yes, and it does appear to be probably one of the most favorite ones when we go there and just in general.
Yeah. Ja rada tancuju, možná, že zítra snad už ztraten nebudu. A proto hrajte, jak líbit vesela, když náme láska má, zapomněla. Ja rada tancuju, možná, že zítra snad už ztraten nebudu. A proto hrajte, jak líbit vesela, když náme láska má, zapomněla.
Thank you. That was I Like to Dance.
And while we're waiting for the transition back to accordion, the next song we are going to do is In Heaven, There Is No Beer. And yes, it's a sad song. Kind of hold back your tears if you can. It's sad.
Yeah. It bring tear to eye.
Here I was expecting banter, and then all I got was, yeah.
It's okay. All right, so we're going to do In Heaven There Is No Beer. I want to throw this song out to my stellar friend, Jackson Piercy. I know you're watching, man, brother. This one's for you. In heaven there is no beer, and that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. let's drink till we feel fine. And when we left ourselves behind, our friends will be drinking all the wine. Now in German, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody sing, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, News Channel Nebraska. Welcome back here on our show. This is Quarantine Tonight. These guys are the happy players from Fremont, Nebraska, and they're doing a great job. Luke, sounded great on that big monster over there. How many Mr. Pibbs does it take to do that? And you look down there, how many do you have there? Like, the guy's got one empty, and he's got two full. What's the deal with Mr. Pibb?
Well, it's soda, and I don't know why, but for some reason, as opposed to everybody else in instruments, I play better when my lips are dry and the thing is cold. So at the beginning of gigs, I'm always better than I am at the end, and I try to use this to compensate because it just dries my lips out, and I feel I play better. I'm sure music experts would say, yeah, you probably shouldn't be drinking soda and then playing the tuba, but hey, I do what I got to do, you know?
You got it figured out. I mean, Mr. Pibb is the answer. Now, you two guys have figured out something these two guys in the back haven't. The directed health measure does allow you to get a haircut, by the way. You two guys have your hair nice and trim, but Jackson, Luke, or I mean, other way around, Jackson and Turner, what's going on with this hair? Jackson, it's getting long.
Yeah, it is.
Quarantine makes you lazy, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a braided hair here soon. Jackson, we haven't talked to you all night. We were discussing your girlfriend last time. Oh, or lack thereof. Remember? We had
Lack thereof. There you go.
Oh, yeah. How's it going? How's the summer going?
Fantastic.
All right, you're working at Hy-Vee.
I am.
All right, you're playing gigs for Polka.
I am.
What else are you doing? Your brothers got you into any other messes?
No, I'm just hanging out.
So you're available. If we had some young lady that was interested,
Hey,
I mean, the
I'm
guy
available.
told us last time you've got a car with T-tops, right?
Yes, I'm available.
You are definitely available.
Yeah,
Totally.
totally. I'm
100%.
just waiting.
He's a freshman at UNL, going into your sophomore year, right? Next year. And you're a freshman, Jameson, at UNO.
Yes.
And together, you come together for this polka experience. You know, you should perform on the UNL campus just to kind of, now that you're going there, Turner.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get us to play at the UNO campus, and I tried to tell twist as many arms as I could. The closest I ever got was just me performing. It was hard enough to get myself to play accordion in
Well,
front
can
of
you
the whole
imagine
music
being a
department.
college administrator, and in walks this freshman, and he's like, listen, we're going to need to do a polka fest on our campus.
Yeah, and it was worse when I brought up Oktoberfest and drinking.
You are 19.
It didn't convince him really much anymore.
Yeah. Well, it'll be great when you get there. But, if you guys could throw Jackson some cover, you'd all end up at UNL, and we'll let all the girls from Clarkson, Wilbur, and Verdigris know.
Wow.
And you should have a fast track with those three towns, Jackson.
Dating, yeah.
Speed dating.
Okay, all right.
Maybe we go to Verdigris. We could I could set up a concert for you in Verdigris. And you'd
a
be
solo
married.
concert?
You'd be married by the end of the night.
Yeah,
I guarantee.
you have to meet the artist afterwards.
Yes,
Everyone
a
form
meet and
line.
greet with
Meet and
Jackson.
greet.
There we go. Meet and
With
greet
just
on stage.
Jackson.
Yes.
All right, this is going to be fun. All right, we're almost to 9 o'clock here. We're enjoying the happy players from Fremont, Nebraska. They're putting a great show on, and we're here until 10 o'clock Central. So we hope you'll stick around, and we'll have more for you. Coming up tonight on Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by University of Nebraska Medical Center on News Channel Nebraska. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I'm Mike Flood. I'm your host, and we are just enjoying ourselves tonight. This band has been here before, the Happy Players from Fremont, Nebraska. I was saying at the top of the show that we found out at our undisclosed location they're actually going to be using it for a wedding. Imagine that. a place that's used for weddings going to have a wedding again, which is a good sign. It means that we are getting a little bit closer to normal, doesn't it? But it is going to force us on News Channel Nebraska to make some decisions as to how we go forward with this plan. And I just decided myself, just stepping out into the really nice air here tonight that's set across this undisclosed location, that I'm going to put my own plan out. You know, like how they have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. We're going to have a quarantine tonight plan as to what we're going to do as soon as we figure it out. But hearing from you really makes us think about what we could do with this program going forward. So tonight we have the happy players here, and Jameson has been at this front mic here all night. He is an old soul. I would say for any 19-year-old that references the Bohemian Cafe in Omaha, you may be one of the only 19-year-olds in the state that's thinking about that food. But you and my dad would connect because he would drive from this town that we're in here just to go to the Bohemian Cafe.
Really?
And lamented its loss when it closed. Are you a regular there?
Oh, I was fortunate enough to eat there once, and it was really good. And we did want to play there eventually. And I remember then when our dad told us that it was closing down, I was pretty sad about it because I've talked to some older friends of mine, and they all remember how great it was and how good the food was there and just the atmosphere that was there. And so, yeah.
I think you're an old soul. I think I've got that right, don't you think, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me,
More than you know, bro.
How is this? How did you come about this? You like polka. You collect a couple things. One of them is accordions, and you've got how many of them?
memorabilia.
What's that?
Nintendo memorabilia.
Nintendo memorabilia, which is another sign of maybe some added maturity.
I mean, I like 8-tracks and cassettes and old cars and old everything. One of the lamps that I have in my room is from about the 60s, and I still use it. And because it works that great, it's built better than any other lamp that I've ever seen.
And normal people our age would just be like, "Oh, I'll just get a new lamp." Like,
right.
But James was like, "No, it still works."
It's got a long fluorescent bulb. Those things are bright.
You can't create a character like you can't make this up. You know what I love is that somebody at home is flipping through the channels, and all of a sudden they come across this guy wearing a headband, strapped an accordion to himself, and he's jamming out like you wouldn't imagine at a polka concert. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Happy Players, Fremont, Nebraska, with Jameson in the lead here. We welcome them to News Channel Nebraska.
All right, so we're going to start this set off with another new song, the Pennsylvania Polka. You guys remember how this one ends?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania Polka. Pick out your partner and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania Polka. It started in Scranton, it's now #1. It's bound to entertain ya. Everybody has a mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania. While they're dancing, everybody's cares are quickly gone. Sweet romancing, this goes on and on until the dawn. Happy as can be. They stop to have a beer, then the crowd begins to cheer. They kiss, and then they start to dance again.
Thank you. That was the Pennsylvania Polka. And up next, we are going to do another Russian song called the Russian Medley Number 1. And of course, our drummer Turner helped put this together. But right quick before we do that, we'd quickly like to talk about the upcoming performances that we have for everybody that is interested. On June 27th, we will be playing at Humphrey Days. On July 18th, we will be playing at the Colfax County Fair. On August 8th, we will be playing at the Czech Heritage Days in Prague. September 5th, it will be our Westfest Texas trip. October 3rd will be Oktoberfest in Frisco, Texas. And October 26th will be another Oktoberfest in Lowell, Arkansas. So we hope we can see you at one of those. Thank you. That was Russian Medley number 1. And now we're going to slow things down a bit with a very traditional German song, Du liegst mir in Herzen. Okay.
After 3, here we go. weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, 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 weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, 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 weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Du liegst mir am Herzen, du liegst mir am Sinn, du machst mir viel Schmerzen, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, 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 weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Ja, 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 weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin.
Thank you. That was Du Liedst mir in Herzen. And up next, we will be doing the Too Fat polka. And if you're offended by that, I'm sorry.
At least we didn't throw the song out to anybody, which would be even worse.
Speaking of which, no, I'm not going to throw shade like that. Oh, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. Way too fat for me. No, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat, roast too fat. She's too fat for me. I get dizzy, I get numb when I'm dancing with my jumbo. I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. Way too fat for me. No, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat, roast too fat. Way too fat for me. Oh, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. Shotgun fat for me. No, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat, roast too fat. She's too fat for me. I get dizzy, I get numb when I'm dancing with my jumbo. I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. Way too fat for me. No, I don't wonder you can have her. She's too fat for me. She's too fat, roast too fat. She's too fat for me. Thank you. That was the Too Fat polka.
Once again, as we make the transition from accordion to trombone this time, the next song we're going to play for you guys is Dancing Around. And I'm pretty sure this is probably another song that we prepared for our second trip to Texas.
Yes,
There it is.
you heard it here first. Thank you. That was Dancing Around.
Yep. The next song we're going to play is the TikTok polka.
Ready? Just about. Give me a second. I got you. And we'd like to throw this song out to all of our fans back in Fremont, everybody in Fremont, any of our other fans around us. We'd like to especially throw this one out to the people at the German American Society. We were supposed to play there for My Fest, and unfortunately that didn't happen. We'd also like to throw this out to the Fremont Opera House. That same day, we were supposed to be doing a thing there with the Mark Villidahl Band, and so we hope you enjoy.
One more thing. When Jameson said My Fest, he didn't mean like MY Fest. Like it's not his fest.
Not mine.
My is the German word for the month of May, so it's like the May festival, like
Yeah.
Oktoberfest
Right.
and My Fest.
I'm way too young and way too poor to do that.
Yeah, it's not his festival.
I can't even drink yet.
TikTok up to two.
Watching News Channel Nebraska. These are the happy players, 18 and 19 years old from Fremont, Nebraska, and they're doing a great job tonight. So we want to thank all you guys for being here. And a couple quick notes. You know, obviously, with the exception of you, Mr. Turner, everyone in the band is single. Jackson here is looking for a girlfriend. We were just telling him about how to find one, and then I find out you're going to be performing, Jameson, at the Colfax County Fair.
Yeah.
Which includes towns like Howells and Clarkson and Schuyler. Mr. Eisenberger, this is perfect for you. You're going to Humphrey. I mean, that should be a winning town for you as an Eisenberger.
I'm a little occupied now.
Oh.
Gosh dang.
When did this happen?
Oh, just over time.
Yeah. Does she know?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I hope she does. I mean, I hope.
As he cracks another Mr. Pibb. All right, this is great. Now, Turner.
Whoa, wait, whoa. When you talked about my girlfriend, you wouldn't let it go. And you asked for the name and everything. And then Luke has a girl that he's talking to.
Well, when you
you
say
don't
you're
even ask her name.
When you say you're occupied. Yes, what is good? Thank you, Turner. I just have something for you in a second, but
I don't know. I don't know if I should say that.
oh, it's okay. This
Okay.
is free broadcast television.
It's just us.
It's okay, Liz.
It's just
us.
It's
All
just
right.
us.
Yeah, it's fine.
All
yeah.
right,
Where's
well-
she
Closest
from?
friends.
Is she an Omaha girl?
No, she's in Nebraska City, actually.
Oh, really?
So her name is Laura Stellick.
Really?
Probably watching, maybe not. It's one
You know
of
what,
her.
Luke?
It's one of
You
her
might
siblings'
not know
birthdays.
this, but I own the radio station in Nebraska City.
Nice.
And tomorrow morning, we're going to be all about Laura. A 3-hour show
I'm
about
sorry, Laura. I'm sorry.
Stellick. How'd you meet this young lady?
We've just known each other for a year and a half. Like,
Through Polka?
no. My
It's
mother.
never
My
that
mother's in real estate. One of her real estate friends was friends with the parents of Laura, and so they tried to hook us up for prom, but that didn't really work out. So we've just been kind of friends ever since.
That's a
so.
beautiful town, by the way, Nebraska City.
I do like it. Yeah.
You'd like living there.
Reagan's from Nebraska City as well. She lives in Fremont now, but
Oh,
she
that's
was
right.
from
Your
Nebraska
girlfriend
City,
is
so.
from there, too. Well, it's a beautiful town.
Beautiful town.
Absolutely.
Beautiful people come out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we should mention that while Turner is here, we have a very special studio guest tonight for the program. Your grandpa is here.
Yeah.
And here's an interesting fast fact, and I'm going to ask you to explain this, and maybe he would even make an appearance on TV. Your grandfather is a 1960 Olympic gold medal
In Rome, yeah.
winner. And tell us all about that.
Well, he swam.
Yes?
It was a relay, and they broke some world records.
That is a big deal.
And they stood for a pretty good amount of time. I'm not like a swimming guy, per se.
That's when we were really at it with the Russians, and now you're singing Russian songs.
Yeah. But
it's
so I couldn't tell you what relay was. Maybe he could yell it over, but
well, maybe
he did
we'll
a
do this.
relay.
We'll have him come over to
Oh,
your
okay.
microphone here so that we socially distance. Please come on the show here, sir. Welcome and thank you. Let's see here. Thank you. Come on here a little closer. We really appreciate you having here. Come on that mic there. You got to go around. Yeah. This is what we do. We kind of dance around the stage. So you, sir, are Turner's grandfather.
Correct.
And introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my swimming name is Dick Blick.
Dick Blick.
Yeah, and it's not the art studio guy, that
Yeah.
Supplier. But basically, back in the 60s, which was the beginning of U.S. domination, started there. And I was part of that team, both the men and the women. Took away the prestige from Japan and also Australia. And to this day, we get together on occasion, well, every 4 years at the trials, and kind of reminisce about the good old days. And even let us get in the pool and, of course, wear Speedos. At our age,
Even till today.
there was a lot of changes that have happened in the body at that time.
Well, you've got a good sense of humor, but that's very cool to have an Olympic medal winner on our show tonight. And tell me, after you win the Olympic medal, were you on the box of Wheaties? I mean, what happens to you?
No, but the inspiration, the first box of Wheaties that I saw was the pole vaulter, and I can't think of his name, but basically I thought, is this what's ahead for Olympic swimmers? And so just a real small story, when our children were young, we decided that we would go up on Pikes Peak because they had a big display of former gold medalists and all the sports. But so we were up there, and my wife had everything all dressed up, you know.
Right.
We're all in red, white, and blue. And so we're standing there and taking pictures, of course. And so my son says, "Are we done now? Because it's cold up here. Can we go in?" And I said, "Sure, let's go in." So I kind of reminisced a little bit, and I was sort of standing there by this big monument and had all the names of people that had been gold medalists. And so this one kid and his dad came up, and I'm sort of standing there kind of hearing this conversation. The dad was really excited, and he says, "See, this famous boxer right here, Cassius Clay.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?" And the kid goes, "No." "Well, it's Muhammad Ali, yeah, famous boxer." And then he goes to a basketball player and says, "You know, do you know who that is?" And I said, "No," or he said, "No." And he explains that he went on to play professional basketball. And then I kind of come up and I point to my name, and it says, "Do you know who that is?" And the kid looks up at me, and I said, "Dick Blick." And he goes, "No way, is that really you?" And so basically, you only live for the moment. And
That's the moment.
It was the moment in time. So anyhow.
Until
it's
you
good.
get on quarantine tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You get your moment back.
Yeah. Thanks.
That is great. Well, you got to be proud of him, and I bet you're
Yeah.
awfully proud of
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
granddad. That's pretty cool to have an
Yeah.
Olympic gold medal winner on News Channel Nebraska. And you're from California, but your son and daughter-in-law moved here and
Right.
into Fremont. So did you move to Fremont?
Yes, yeah, it was part of the deal. Our son said, "You know, when you retire from teaching and coaching," he said, "You know, you got to make half the time here in Nebraska and half the time in California because our daughter and her family are out there." So we said, "Oh, okay."
You do
So
what you're
we
told,
did.
don't you?
Exactly, and we kept a happy home that way, and we've enjoyed it. But we're full-time Nebraskans now. We finally, put our final stake down and said, "This is it." So this
You
is home
sized it
for
up.
us.
You said California income tax, Nebraska income tax.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
and the cost of living, and
And we got a lot of reasons. That's
Yes,
right.
the
We'll
good
be right
people.
back. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I guarantee we're the only channel on your dial tonight with polka music. We've got the Happy Players from Fremont, Nebraska.
All right, everybody. We're going to do the chicken dance. And so, whatever space you're in, clear the floor, make room. It's going to be a fun time.
One more time.
Thank you. That was the chicken dance.
All right, the next song we're going to play for you guys is Annie in the Cabbage Patch. And this song also features Jackson Bretman. He has a little piano solo at some point, so listen for that too. Cabbage, here we go.
Thank you. That was Annie in the Cabbage Patch. And up next, we will be doing Apples, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler aye. Let's all play hide and seek. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler aye. Let's all play hide and seek. Over here, over there, I am everywhere. Now I'm over there. Now I'm over here. Check eye here, check eye there, check eyes everywhere. Let's all play hide and seek. Oh, woo, woo. Thank you. That was Apples, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie. Do you like that? I love that. Right? All right, Korabushka. All right, up next is our final Russian song that we have. And this is a Russian song called Korabushka, but it's also a mix of another song called Korobeniki.
with a little bit of spice from me.
Yeah, always got to have that Turner spice.
There's like a 8-measure phrase that was, sprinkled in by yours truly,
Yep.
Pretty good.
This is why he has a girlfriend.
Hey, I'm not going to be the only one soon, hopefully.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was Korabushka.
All right, now we're going to slow it down a little bit with the classic as we transition from accordion to trombone. The next song we're going to play for you guys is the Flying Dutchman. And just like with a chicken dance, for this song, make sure your whole living room is clear. And if you know how to dance the Flying Dutchman dance, then please dance along.
Thank you. Let's see here.
Do Tinker?
Yeah.
The next song I'm going to do is the Tinker Polka.
Don't forget about the repeats.
Repeats. Number 2, here we go.
Thank you. That was the Tinker Polka, and I'd like to throw that song out to my great friend Alex Meixner. No, let's do athletic. Okay, so next we're going to do a song that you wouldn't expect any group to probably do. This is a song from one of my favorite games from the 90s. This is from Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And don't let that turn you off because it sounds really great, and the music will have to speak for itself.
You should tell people that after you play it, so then they're like, oh, it's my video game.
Hey, you know what?
You're
I
right,
don't
you're
care.
the leader. You're right.
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
They can hate all they want.
I'm sorry for thinking. All right, after 2. Here we go.
we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the happy players from Fremont, Nebraska. We got a good group of guys here, and our viewers are really loving tonight. They loving what you're doing and the effort and the enthusiasm, and I bet you get told all the time, people like how happy you look on stage because it's a real thing.
Thus the name.
Thus the name. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are going to go great places in life. And to all of you, Turner, you're going to UNL. Lucas has got that thing handled. I can't believe you're living in Omaha and doing very well in business. Jameson's at UNO, and Jackson is at UNL, and he is available, ladies.
Yeah.
He is definitely available. He's also available at Hy-Vee each day in Fremont, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And you work there too.
Yeah, if you don't see him, go to the manager, ask for Rob in the back, and then they'll tell you where he is.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are a great bunch of people that are going to be performing. Let's talk about that. Humphrey, I think, at the end of June, if I'm right.
Yep, Humphrey Days, June 27th.
Okay, and then Colfax County Fair.
July 18th.
Okay, what else is
And then we've got the Czech Heritage Days in Prague, Nebraska, August 8th. September 5th is our West Fest Texas bus trip tour.
Of course.
October 3rd is Frisco, Texas Oktoberfest. And October 26th is the Lowell, Arkansas Oktoberfest.
Well, I bet you'll get a lot more dates, and if you're looking to book them, we'll put it right there on your screen. You can see the Happy Players website right there. You can get a hold of everybody in the band. We also want to invite you to send us a letter. We are really trying to decide where to take this show, what to do with it, and your input is absolutely important to us. There's our address to get a letter to us, 214 North 7th Street, Norfolk 68701. And if you send that letter, not only will we read it, we'll respond, and we're interested to see what other bands we can get here. As you know, we got a lot of letters for you guys, so you've got a lot of fans across the state. So you probably knew that already. We just you just need the bookings now. How many Mr. Pibbs did you drink? 2, 3? Okay.
1.5.
1.5.
I could have drank more.
So you're heading back from this undisclosed location to Fremont tonight, all 4 of you?
Yep, and then I'll head back from Fremont to Omaha. So.
Oh, very good. Well, be careful. The mosquitoes. Just to tell you how much things have changed since the last time you were here, the truck operator has all the lights off in the truck because he's getting bit up by the mosquitoes tonight. Wow. So it's getting to be a different season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. The Happy Players, Fremont, Nebraska, did a great job. It's time now for news. We'll send it back to Master Control. From this undisclosed location, I'm Mike Flood.